God-forgiven place.
Okay. Right, they brought the recorder. Do you know one of those?
No.
Well, it's a thing that measures like electrical impulses and.
Oh, yippee!
Right. Well, at first the two.
You've got 20 seconds to get interesting.
Right. Well, they got the electrical impulses, and from the main national grid. But after the.
Good night. How do, Derek?
Hi, Alan. How are you?
What do you want, Derek?
I'd like to talk about the third world, yeah?
Go on.
Yeah, I think this government could do a lot better for the third world than what it's doing now, yeah?
How and why and when?
Pardon?
How, why, when?
Well, they're not, all the money...
How can they... I'm not interested in what they're doing. You've told me they can do better. Tell me how.
By packing in, paying for nuclear weapons and all that.
Oh, I see. So you're saying they should change their defence policy and give the money to the third world?
Yeah.
Fine. How do, Alan?
How do, Alan? I want to talk about marijuana if I can.
You may.
Well, I think they should legalise it because it'll make employment for the country, it'll make work.
How?
In the industry and processing it. And it's been proved medically that it's not...
It hasn't.
No, hang on.
No, hang on. No, I'm sorry, I don't care. There is nothing conclusive been proved about marijuana. At all.
Well, all right, there's eminent doctors...
Eminent doctors on both sides of the argument.
Yeah.
Right, so nothing's been proven.
Well, many...
You said it's been proved, Alan. It hasn't, has it?
Well, what's been proved? What are we talking about?
It doesn't matter. Nothing has been proven about
marijuana. Finish. What are we talking about then?
Alan, let me tell you, the answer, as soon as you do finish, and I will let you, is you are wrong. Now tell me what your statement was.
It's been proved. Well, I mean, I believe eminent...
Tell me what you mean by your statement. It has been proved, you started, complete.
That it's not as bad for you as tobacco.
Right, well, let me tell you, Alan, the answer I gave you in advance still stands. It has not been proven. I will ask you a yes-no question, Alan. Has it been conclusively proven?
No.
I told you it was wrong. Good night, cretin.
You have been Beswicked.
I wondered why he had a split down his brain. It's because it's in his bum. It's the only way it'd fit in. How do, Diane?
Hello.
Hello.
I'd just like to say, me and many other people who I know are great fans of yours, and we'd
Then
like
you must
to
be
know,
puddled. Good. What would you like to know?
we'd like to know if you have a fan club.
No.
Will you be getting a fan club at any time?
Not unless you start it. If you wish to start it, I shall charge you £500. What?
Could you send me some stuff to get started?
I don't know what stuff you need. I think you better write to me, Diane, if you want stuff, because I don't have stuff readily available. But thank you for that. Anyone can write to me, in fact. Allan Beswick, Red Rose Radio, P.O. Box 301 Preston, PR1 1YE. It's very nearly 12:30, which means, of course, it's melodic moment time.
Red Rose Radio.
I used to sing that in the Rivet Cymbals. I did it better than Bruce Willis, not as good as the Stones, who in their turn did it not as good as the Drifters. I thought it was over, but it ain't. It's one of those that quietens down and comes back again. What does that make me think of last week? I don't know, no man. It's 8.5 minutes to 1. We've got another little tunette for you. Is it ever going to stop, this blessed thing? It could be one of those... Who was it that made a record that went on and on and on and on at the end? They sort of tricked it at the end with a slight groove. Perhaps they got the... Oh, it seems to be diminishing now. Well, thank heavens, all I can say. Well, it's not all I can say, but it's all I feel like saying at the moment. Very nearly news time. We'll be back with the cause, providing Rod behaves himself and doesn't get marmalised and laid under one of the slabs in the garden outside on Preston 561,000. Immediately following the 1 o'clock news. Right, Ardesney, I'm coming to get you.
The 1 o'clock news, this is Sarah Jones.
A police surgeon has severely criticised the doctor at the centre of the Teesside sex abuse row. He claims that Dr. Marietta Higgs has made diagnostic mistakes and has refused him access to any of the 200 children placed in care, many of them after being examined by Dr. Higgs. The Liberals are to urge the SDP to hold a joint ballot of their members on the future of the alliance. Liberal leader David Steele says the only future is a total merger, but he says he's not pushing himself forward as leader of the new party. A mystery gambler is £120,000 out of pocket after Wimbledon favourite Boris Becker let him down by losing to an unknown Australian in a second-round match. Nick Purnell reports.
The tension on court couldn't have matched that in the offices of Bookmakers City Index. The man was betting on the phone up until the last point, when he asked for 10-1 on Becker winning Wimbledon. The firm's Jonathan Spark says his client wasn't too upset losing.
His first word was unprintable, but his second word was the normal gracious person that he usually is, and he said, "Well done, Duan, I hope he goes all the way. Will you lay me 50-1?
With tax, the punter, described as a captain of industry, a household name and a gentleman, will pay £132,000.
3 members of the royal family are to take part in another televised charity competition, calling themselves 3/4 of a knockout. The Princess Royal has persuaded her brother Edward and her sister-in-law Fergie to join her in a show jumping contest at Ascot. John Alcock reports.
The surprise announcement comes only a week after millions of TV viewers watched the same royal trio, together with Prince Andrew, take part in the It's a Knockout spectacular at Alton Towers. The show was panned by the critics, and it was reported that the Queen was worried such events would trivialise the image of the royal family. But now it's emerged the 3 royals are to take part in a celebrity show-jumping competition at Ascot next month. The event will also feature Princess Michael of Kent, newsreader Sandy Gall, and top racing trainers Henry Cecil and Guy Harwood.
Independent Radio News.
Bill Kenyon here, chairman of Wigan Athletic FC, with news of some fantastic season ticket discounts if you buy yours before the end of June. We're offering stand tickets from £58.50 for adults and £55 for juniors and OAPs, along with ground season tickets for just £38 for adults and £25 for juniors and OAPs. There are also huge savings in the family enclosure, and membership to the Vice President's Lounge and the exclusive Latics 100 Club are now available. Make sure of your Wigan Athletic season ticket now. Just call in to the commercial office at Springfield Park or call Wigan 44433. A deposit paid before July the 1st will secure the reduced rates.
This Saturday from 9 till 12, the chart of Lancashire's favourites will be played on Lancashire's favourite station, the Red Rose Top 40 on Red Rose Radio, in association with Red Rose Kitchens of Morebrook Street, Preston, manufacturers of quality fitted kitchens and the #1 kitchen for your home. The chart is compiled by computer every week from sales throughout the Northwest. Catch the Top 40 this Saturday at 9 a.m. and discover which song's been made #1 by you.
Red Rose Kitchens, always the #1 for your home.
Ring him if you dare.
Allan Beswick, the late night show.
Back to the lines. It's very nearly 4 minutes past 1. If you wish to join us on the phone in, the telephone number is Preston 56 1000. How do, Ian?
Hello, Alan.
Hello.
I think all pornographic films should be banned because I think they lead to rape and I think they're just degrading and disgusting. What do you think?
Define pornography.
Yeah, I think it's all disgusting because...
Yes, define pornography. You say all pornographic films. What is a pornographic film?
Pornographic film is when men and women do sexual acts together. And I just don't think it's right. I don't think that the human body should be exploited.
Explain what you mean by men and women do acts together. We don't want the graphic detail, but if it is a romantic story and they climb into bed and cuddle...
Sexual acts for pleasure.
Well, are you suggesting that we shouldn't enjoy sex?
No, I don't.
No, so
no,
so
but
we've
I think
established
it should be in
sexual
private. I think it should be
right.
kept.
So we should go back to the days of the depression years when two people kiss gently and fondly and then go through the bedroom door and the door closes.
No, but I think it should be.
Well, I'm trying to find out how far you define pornography. When does sex become pornographic?
Well, I just don't think that it should be out on video.
I'm going to ask you the question again, because if you ban pornography, you first of all have to define what it is. If I said we're passing a law tomorrow and we're going to ban jugumzigs, right? Everyone would say, well, what's the point? There are no jugumzigs, because nobody knows what they are, do they? Do you know what a jugumzig is?
No.
No, neither do I. I just invented the word.
Yeah.
So, let us change the word jugumzig and put in the word pornography. Now, everybody thinks they know what pornography is, but of course that isn't good enough for the law. The law has to know what it is. What is pornography? Tell me.
Well, the way I see it is women and men and women engrossed in engrossed sex are the most.
You're not having a lot of luck with this explanation, are you?
Yeah, but
I mean, for a start, you want pornography banned, yet you're prepared to accept homosexuality. You're prepared to accept anal penetration.
No, what I'm trying to.
So, well, you are, aren't you?
No, what I'm trying to say, Alan.
You said men and women was what you said.
No, I don't think that they should be making videos so people can, can.
Yes, Ian, we've established what you want to achieve. What we're trying to do now is find out what it is you want banning. So far, all you've done is ban men and women having sex on video. Well, fine. But that really isn't enough, and that isn't what you mean. You've come across the difficulty, unfortunate term in the circumstances, you have reached the difficulty that the lawmakers reach, and that is defining what is pornographic. What is pornographic to you may well not be pornographic to me, and on that system could go. Are the pictures in the page 3 of the Daily whatever it is, are they pornographic? It's a straight question.
Well,
are they pornographic, yes or no?
Yeah, I think they are.
Well, a lot of people disagree with you.
Well, I don't agree with that. I don't think that. I think it degrades women totally because I don't.
Fine, no, we don't need an explanation. Just yes or no. Do you think they're pornographic? That's all.
Yeah, I think they're pornographic.
Do you think these postcards from Ibiza with people with their chests out, are they pornographic? Are they or aren't they? You see, the law.
I'd say it was.
You'd say it was. So you would ban postcards with pictures of people.
I wouldn't like anybody walking around my town showing their breasts off. I
Why
think
not?
you should cover it up because in Malta.
So now you're telling me that the human body is pornographic?
No, I don't think.
You are saying that. You're saying you wouldn't want people walking around the streets.
But you're going past the point where it started off in the first place.
All I'm trying to do, and having considerable difficulty in so doing, is establishing what you define as pornographic. We have now established, or we now have you saying, that the human body, parts of it, are pornographic. I can't see how you can substantiate that. Quiet, isn't it? You have a think about it, Ian. Ring me back in a million years. How do, Andy?
Alright.
What do you want?
I keep getting depressed and I don't know why.
I don't know why either.
Can you offer any help or anything?
No.
I've tried everything. I've tried drinking, I've tried not drinking, I've tried going out happy, I've tried going out aggressive. Whatever way, always come home depressed.
And the answer to that is stop coming home. How do, Reg? Goodbye, Reg. How do, Cliff?
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
I'm just listening to those calls, they're brilliant.
Oh,
That's
you like
actually
them.
what I'm calling about. I'd like to, if I may, use a bit of your valuable airtime and just make an appeal. A, an appeal, and B, perhaps a solution to some of these people. The appeal is all the morons of the Northwest keep phoning in.
They have done, or at least you have. How do, Tim?
How do? I'd like to talk about the equipment at Red Rose Radio.
I think it's too out of date. For a start, when you switch coolers, I can hear a big mechanical switch going in the background.
Well, that's only because I'm clumsy with it and don't care about the noises you can hear. The
Well,
switch itself can be done silently.
Well, why didn't you get electronic ones and a decent
Well,
desk?
the equipment to which you refer is supplied by British Telecom, not us. This switching system here is a British Telecom system, not ours.
Yeah, well, and also, why don't you get a higher power transmitter so we can receive you properly?
Well, the answer to that is the higher powered transmitter, on which you are not listening and therefore not hearing these noises, is in fact not ours either. That's owned by the Independent Broadcasting Authority. So your discussions on the equipment at Red Rose Radio have so far been fruitless, given that you have discussed the British Telecom equipment over which we have no say, and the transmitter over which we have no say. It seems to me that you have nothing to say.
Well, I do, because if you paid British Telecom to get better equipment, then you would provide a better service to your listeners.
No,
And
we said to British Telecom, put in the system that is appropriate, and they did. It isn't a matter of what we pay or not pay. This is the system. This is what it is. This is it. This is the broadcast system. We're stuck with it.
Oh, right. Okay then. Thank you.
Goodbye. How do Damien?
Hello?
Come on, Damien. We haven't got all night. What do you want?
I'd like to talk about cars, please.
Allan?
Goodbye, cretin.
Let's all go on an Avalon holiday.
Imagine yourself at Lake Garda, the largest of the Italian lakes surrounded by picturesque towns and villages. Imagine 10 gorgeous days of excursions to Venice, Italian Dolomite and Bipertino. Well, this could come true with Avalon travel for just £169, including cross-channel ferry and top accommodation. Ring for details of departure dates on Bolton 398 788.
Let's all go on an Avalon holiday.
Rotters, the Northwest's only big night out. Every Friday and Saturday from 9 p.m. till 2 a.m. Enjoy the time of your life with the best in music at Rotters. The best in hen party nights at Rotters, with 4 bars, 4 dance floors and a better party night atmosphere. Check out Rotters, Oxford Street, Manchester, this Friday or Saturday. Rotters, fun galore and a whole lot more. It's bigger, it's better, it's Rotters. Ring Manchester 236 4934. Manchester 236 4934. Rotters.
Please listen to my ditty. It may not be very witty, nor even slightly funny, but it will help save you money. For me, from cradle to grave, I aim to shop and save. I buy out, I need, for next to nought indeed. There's meat and veg and cheese and pigs and booze and clothes and cars and sweets and pigs and pet food and household things. So, shop and save a load down Blackpool's Waterloo Road. In the market they call new, and Overt Road the M2. Thank you. Poetry in prices. From the New Market and M2 Market.
It's the place to come, where shopping can be fun. The Newmarket Waterloo Road.
How do Steve? Goodbye, Steve. How do to another Steve?
Can you talk to me now?